Oh no, it's GTA 4. When it comes to Adult Swim, in retrospect, I really like home movies. But as a kid, I fucking hated it.
I never liked it as a kid because it's fucking weird. But
it's boring. Like, as a kid, you expect, like, set up punchline. You don't see the inherent comedy in like, two people improvising a scene.
Yeah, it's just a rambling mess.
And especially I think the first season, because if you ever go back, Brendan Smalls is, like, tripping over himself. He's so nervous. It's so distracting. It's hard to watch. But seasons 2 and 3 are fucking amazing. Like, every scene starts with Brendan, like, so I want, that's every fucking scene. He's like, I made a movie. Do you want to see the movie? Yeah, that's a movie. I like the movie. Do you want to see a movie? All right, cool. And then, like, the woman who plays the mother is, like, doing her damnedest. She's doing great to play off it. That's Benjamin, Jonathan Benjamin, or whatever his name is. He's funny. Brendan, I fucked your Bob.
I think John Benjamin's cameo in Nathan For You is one of the funniest moments of the show.
What season is that?
It's in season 1. It's the one where...
Is that Goat in the Water?
No, it's... John Benjamin is in the one where Nathan is like... Interviews are all about confidence, so I'm going to take interviews and take words. And so he does the little kid, and he keeps talking about skateboards, and then he does the turtle and says nothing. And then John Benjamin is having him. He's like, my mom died in 9/11.
She was one of the pilots.
And the guy's like, oh wow, that's so sad. My wife actually died in 9/11. And then he's like, yeah, she was on the side of the Iraqis.
She was one of the terrorists. And he's John. And then he's like, I'm not going to say it.
That shit's so funny.
Nathan For You is fucking gold, A to B. All 4 seasons, pure gold.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was on the side of the Iraqis. Yeah, John Benjamin's a funny guy.
I like him. It's a shame that everyone just wants him to do the Coach McGurk voice in every project.
I mean, can you blame him?
I mean, it's Arthur, right? Wait, hold on. What's the show? What's Archer?
Archer. That's a little different than Arthur.
Bit. Well, I'm thinking of the guy. Okay, here's a stretch. Arthur, right, is the thing about... It's the guy from Get Him to the Greek. It's Russell Crowe. What's his name?
What?
It's okay. Get Him to the Greek, right? It's Jonah Hill and...
I don't know.
I don't remember his name. He's married to Katy Perry.
Oh, Orlando Bloom.
No, what?
Orlando Bloom's married to Katy Perry.
Is he? No, he isn't.
Russell Brand is her ex-husband.
Russell Brand, that's who it is.
But she's married to Orlando Bloom now.
Oh, God. Wait, hold on. I hear a homeless person. Wait, hold on. Where is he? Okay, wait. Okay, cool. John Benjamin is fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite Nathan For You segments.
Have you watched home movies since, like, it aired? It's really good.
But not recently.
Brendan Smalls is a very inherently funny individual.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him play guitar?
Nope.
He's amazing at it. Metalocalypse is gold, too. I love that scene where they're all talking about, I fucking hate my dad. My dad's is so gay. And then the main guy, what's his name? Nathan Explosion's like, I fucking love my dad. And they chose him on go-karts. Is the rehearsal season 2 happening?
Yes, it's confirmed.
What's wrong with you?
Leave no witnesses.
I hope the rehearsal season 2 is a little less serialized.
You think they're actually going to plan it out a little bit better?
I would assume so, yeah.
Probably not. Half the fun kind of came with the derailment halfway through.
I don't know.
You don't think it had a satisfying ending? Where he kind of rambles about being an absentee father and then the show ends?
It kind of feels like they expected her to keep playing along, so they didn't plan for a contingency. And then when she decided to actually dip, they were like, oh.
They were like, ruh-roh, gotta write something real quick.
We have to shoot some kind of ending for this fucking incomprehensible mess we've made. They either need a better contingency plan, evidence.
Oh, that's a collectible.
They either need a better
Yeah. Let's go.
They either need a better contingency plan for when things go wrong, or they need to do like 4 different experiments, so if one falls through, they can focus on another.
Truly, this
You're
is
gonna have
amazing.
to rob another cop car.
No, I was just leaning against it. There was only the one. Hold on, let me. Okay, cool. Alright.
I like how
Master of Stealth.
this is the one game that has a mission type other than kill the guy. And all of the ones that aren't kill the guy are fucking horrendous. That was kind of on you. You should have searched those other cars a little more thoroughly.
No, I was leaning against the car, so technically it was the only one. Were you into like Metalocalypse? Were you into Adult
I
Swim?
hate Metalocalypse.
You don't like Metalocalypse? But the music is actually really fun,
I
fucking
don't care
good.
about metal. I don't care about metal culture. I've never liked metal.
Yeah,
I
but it's a
don't find
joke.
it funny.
It's not about metal. It's just about
I
a
don't
bunch of
find it
fucking
funny.
weirdos in a band. My favorite
don't
episode
find it
is when
funny.
like Togi is in a cover band of the band he's in. But he plays Swiss card.
That's a pretty funny joke, honestly. But I don't know. I never cared for it. It's far from the worst show that Adult Swim has ever had, but I just cannot be bothered.
I honestly
The worst
love
show ever is Mr. Pickles is the worst fucking garbage ever made.
12-ounce mouse is pretty bad.
A 12-ounce mouse is bad, but at least it feels like the person who made it thought it was funny. Mr. Pickles feels like nobody wanted it to exist. Nobody thought it was funny. And Adult Swim needed a slot filled, so they just filled it with the worst garbage known to man.
Mr. Pickles was just ultra violence in the vein of Super Jail, but it didn't have the structure, so it wasn't as funny. It doesn't come off as funny.
Well, the joke is just that the kid is like, I love God, and then the dog is like, I'm Satan,
devil.
and then the dog bites him or whatever the hell.
Hey, Jacko.
It's fucking dumb. There's no commentary in Mr. Pickles. There's nothing below the surface of Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles is exactly what it seems, and it's boy has devil dog. That's
it.
That's the show. What are your thoughts on Moral Oral? Are you a Moral Oral getter or a Moral Oral hater?
Look, man, I like Moral Oral.
I do too. It's
I
fucking
really
awesome.
love it. There's a fun story. Season 1, obviously, is like the joke is he's super religious and everything around him is crumbling and becoming worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And season 2 is like you get to see why it became worse. Like everyone gets a story where it's like, oh, this woman was raped and she liked it and she has confused feelings about it.
Yep.
This person is disillusioned. He doesn't believe in God anymore because he fucked a fat chick. But here's the funny story. When the creator submitted the scripts for season 2, Adult Swim CEO was like, there's one joke in this entire season. And the creator's like, do you want me to get rid of it?
Yeah. Yep.
It's really good.
It's depressing and miserable and amazing for it.
Which is good that they changed it for season 2 because the joke would have gotten old pretty quick of like, happy-go-lucky kid is
By
like
the end of
disillusioned.
season 1, the joke was getting old, but when it wraps around to season 2, and like, it's kind of incredible how just miserable season 2 is. Like when Oral just
he becomes the most depressed kid ever. It shows why everything is shit around him.
Yeah, and it's just like this devolving tapestry where it's like every episode is just worse for him and he loses his spirit more and more.
And then it goes up until right before the trip with his dad, where his dad gets drunk and shoots him and then falls asleep. And you get to see what's his friend's name, the redhead, is like, oh, I really wish I had a cool dad like your dad, Moral. And then Moral's like, yeah, my dad's a piece of shit. And he's like, whatever. And they shoot bottles.
Yeah, the show just gets increasingly fucking miserable.
And it goes to darker and darker places. Originally, it was penned for like 12... No, it was like a full season. It was like the 15 episodes or whatever. But they only got like the 8 because the Adult Swim guy's like, yeah, we don't have the budget this time around. If they got the full season, apparently it was going to get really fucking dark. Darker than it got.
I don't know where you could even take it reasonably.
Are we gonna get to?
You wanna see more?
There's no music. Everyone's just in a room. Yeah, baby.
I like how the stripper moans are substantially better than, or substantially louder, not better.
Well,
substantially louder than everything else in the room, so it's like,
theoretically, okay, get this. There's supposed to be music playing. It's supposed to be like loud and crowded, and occasionally you're supposed to catch it beneath the music, and it drags your ear. But they forgot to make the music loud, so now it's just loud stripper moans occasionally.
Yep.
What would you do if Moral Oral got a reboot, a soft, well, not like a reboot, but like a continuation, like fucking Friends is getting King of the Hill got? How would you feel? Because they never work out. They've never been good. But what if it was the first one to be good?
Well, I mean, the thing is,
the promise of something
Moral
good
Oral,
is better than just...
Moral Oral had the
How very trusting of this guy to let me get him behind him.
Moral Oral had the flash forwards where it showed that eventually
things got better.
Things got good.
And he settled down, and he got a wife that really he genuinely loves, and kids that he treats well because he doesn't want to be his dad.
He reconnects with his faith, and he's happy. And honestly, if they were to make another season, they'd have to undo that, or...
Well, they could just show other parts of the story, I suppose. I mean, you can still have the happy ending. You could continue off that, go off his kids, and have them being in little fucked up situations.
I don't know, man.
You think that a season 3 would retroactively ruin the first 2 seasons?
Oh, the music came. The music finally loaded in.
It just didn't load properly when I went through the main entrance. I had to go to the bathroom.
I don't know. I think it's fine where it is. I don't know. I don't know where you take it.
Staff's just got his fucking piece out.
Are they allowed to do that?
All the guys are like, what the fuck are you doing? Moral Oral was pretty good. I feel like, was that Titmouse? I think most Adult Swim shows were Titmouse. Or what was the bluebird at the end? He's like, boop. And then it goes, whoosh. And then it goes the Walton Street or whatever. It goes, doom.
I don't know. The guy who made Moral Oral, Dino Yiannopoulos, eventually went on to be one of the head writers on Community for a while.
Really?
Yep.
I gotta kill the short guy.
The manlet.
Why is he just in the corner? What are you doing? Fuck, I can't see.
Use the disguise. Cover your face. Damn it.
No, they spotted me before the animation was done. I have a genius fucking idea. The best idea in the world.
Just me and my best friend.
Moral Oral was good. Did the creator ever move on to other series? Or was it one and done? Did he just get sick of it?
Dino Yiannopoulos was a writer on Community for a while, and then I think he got canceled or something.
Oh no, what did he do? Did he pull a Justin Roiland, allegedly?
I don't remember what he did, honestly.
What else?
Dino stamps them up the apple.
When was Moral Oral made? Was that late zeros? 2009? 2000, maybe earlier? That was mid.
I can tell you in a second.
Early mid Adult Swim, because Adult Swim's early lineup was home movies in 2000 and 2001 and 2. And it was also it was Space Ghost.
2005 to 2008.
Okay. 2008 was second season, 2005 was first, which means there's a 3-year gap. So that must have been a fucking nightmare. What else came out in that era? That was like the second wave of Adult Swim shows. The producer, the guy who handed out the money, just started taking risks left and right. I mean, home movies was a risk, but at least it had proof of concept. Brendan Smalls was a funny dude. Still is. Metalocalypse is apparently getting a series finale soon here.
Venture Bros?
Oh my god, Venture Bros is key now.
Yes, it is.
I remember seeing season 1 and not understanding what I was watching because I was a dumb little kid. But then you grow up and you kind of realize what it's doing. It's a complete spoof of serialized, like, of course, the obvious spoof of Johnny Test or whatever.
Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest.
It's a little different than Johnny Test.
Whip crack sound.
Have you ever played the Johnny Test drinking game?
No.
I played it once.
What is it? Tell me.
Every time there's a whip crack, you take a shot.
Oh, there's literally like 40 or 50 per episode.
I played it, and I literally threw up before the end of a 13-minute episode.
Amazing.
I think I took like 27 shots in like 6.5 minutes.
Don't mind me. That was one hell of a jump. Johnny Quest, I get it. I understand now what the joke was. And season 1 is rough.
Yeah, season 1's not very good.
It's like animated in like Toon Boom. Or like fucking Go Animate. Because like every single animation is a tween between A and B. It's just keyframe animation in Vegas Pro.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Oh my god, a suppressed weapon, finally. But then season 2, they understood what they had, and Adult Swim gave them a higher budget.
Yeah.
And then the creator spurged out a bit and
then
got a little obsessive and OCD about how the quality.
Yeah, but the show also kind of just generally got better besides just the animation quality.
I don't know, season 1 has a lot of good jokes, like, Brock, you're gonna have to disarm. This is a UN place. He's like, go ahead. Take it from me.
Yeah.
Or like the Monarch. Every scene with the Monarch is the funniest shit ever. And he's just like, fuck you, Venture Brothers.
The further the show gets, the more like...
And like crazy they get? Like off the rails?
Not even crazy, but...
The deeper they dive. And there's 2 types of episodes. Either it's A, funny thing happens, or B, characters are in a room talking. Yeah. And those are the best episodes. I mean, it's well written.
The series gets
jokes.
weirdly fucking good. And like emotional and weird.
There are some pretty good character beats, like Venture living in the shadow of his brother, his clone brother or whatever.
Yeah.
The clone of his dad or whatever.
And the one kid finding out that he's died hundreds of times and getting existential over being a clone.
The reveal that they're just cloned every time they die.
Yeah.
And they just pump their memories into them. That is so casually fucked up.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Brock and the dad just brush it off like, oh, they die all the time. It's fine. As long as they have the memories, they're still Dean and Hank.
Yep.
And then Dr. Morbius is like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And Hank just has existential crises about the fact that he's like the 700th generation clone.
I really like the ending of season 1 because, what was it, a few years between 1 and 2? It's a few years between every season. Especially 7 and 8. Yep. And the movie, which was 7 years in the making, which I still haven't seen, which apparently is good. Oh, sorry. Let me just... Yep. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm not going to do anything weird or crazy. Shit, I really thought that would headshot him. Someone's suspicious. Better hide. Season 1, the ending, really was like, are they... What the fuck are they doing? Where Dean and Hank explode. Season 2 comes out and they start laughing about it. And they're like, oh yeah, they're clones. Everyone's clones. They've died hundreds of times. The original are dead. Long dead. And they have a flashback of every death. Whoop.
Nothing suspicious about this cop rolling around on the ground.
That somersault though.
You don't have to do that. Nothing weird about that. Perfectly normal day at the fucking pool table.
Holy fucking shit. Holy. Oh, amazing. Fucking amazing.
Time to get out of here.
What was it? The henchman? Not 24, but the other one. His little arc with Brock, where at the beginning he tries to fight him and he gets scared and runs away. But then the second encounter, he's been training and he's buff, and they fight. It's the coolest fucking shit. There was a lot of shows kind of in that vein on early Adult Swim.
Yeah, like C-Lab and...
I haven't watched C-Lab since it came out.
Sucks.
It was on in the background. I didn't pay attention to it, but every time I looked at the TV with it on, I got uncomfortable. All I remember is the recurring joke where the C-Lab could explode at any second.
Harvey Birdman and Space Ghost are pure Kino.
Space Ghost is really funny, and Harvey Birdman is really funny. I really like the Futurama, Jetsons episode.
Yeah, that one's really funny.
We're from the far-off year of 2004, and he looks down at the calendar. Wait,
The Scooby-Doo drug one.
I still have the bottle.
This place is a shithole. What was that?
Perfect. Oh yeah, I betcha, don't you know?
I like the Scooby-Doo drug one where they take a bunch of out-of-context screenshots.
Oh yeah,
that make
and
them
Velma's
look
at the
fucked
stand.
up.
And then explain this. Or it's Morval or whatever his name is. Explain this.
If it was a crime to have incense in your car, there would be a lot less people Jamaican love tonight.
Wait, hold on. I know how to solve this. It's very simple.
Sir, I'm a police officer. Stop.
I'm a police officer too.
No fucking way. Wait, hold on. Our disguise is blown. We can't have that. Okay, we're good. Space Ghost is fucking hilarious. The creator went on to do Aqua Teen.
Yep.
And Aqua Teen actually makes a cameo. Early Aqua Teen, early concept Aqua Teen. What is the point of this ledge? I don't know why, but I resonate with Aqua Teen.
I guess if you have people coming up the stairs, you could get on that ledge and then drop down to get behind them if they were keeping you from going through the door.
Betty, I'm on my way back to Chinatown. Too many people survived the last time. Aqua Teen's fucking funny too. I know you don't like it, but I love it.
I don't dislike Aqua Teen. I'm just very Aqua Teen neutral.
Yeah, but why? I mean, there's plenty of funny jokes and funny bits. The fact that everyone dies all the time and that there's a canonical explanation for it.
I don't know, man. Sometimes things just don't click with you.
The sad thing is, like, of course they got canceled and rebooted. Like, that's when they started changing the name of the show as a joke. Like, Aqua TV Show, and Aqua Teen whatever, who cares, or whatever.
I like when they placed a bunch of... they tried to make, like, a fucking...
Oh, the Boston?
They put a bunch of fucking LED things
Some
all
light
over
brights.
Boston as, like, a
joke.
viral marketing thing, and then everyone was like, oh my god, it's a bomb!
They actually made a joke about that, but the Adult Swim was like, we can't fucking air this. So they stopped production halfway through.
Yeah, they made a whole episode about how fucking goofy the Boston police were.
Half of it is...
For looking at a light bright and saying this is a bomb.
Half of it is animated, and the other half is storyboarded. So you can actually watch that episode just fine online. There's plenty of leaks. It came out, like 5 years ago? Rebel Taxi made a fuss, and then... He's like, release the cut, and then someone leaked it for fun. They're like, oh, I didn't know people wanted to see this.
Did you ever watch the George Lopez show?
At 4 a.m. when I woke up in a hot sweat, yeah.
I like the joke format of George Lopez show. The joke format of the George Lopez show is, when I was a kid, we were so poor that instead of good thing, my mom gave me bad thing.
The only joke I remember is when they all get pregnant in George Lopez's dream, and the kid comes up, he's like, Dad, where's this coming out? And then he wakes up in a hot sweat. If you're lucky, your belly button. I found that lol-worthy as a kid. I really like the joke where he says, alright, when you take girl out on date, take a hard left turn so she jerks into you. And the kid's like, Dad, I think you mean a right turn. And he's like, he does like, he's like, yes, right turn.
I like the joke where he says, when I was a kid, we were so poor that my mom showed me a rat and said, this Chuck E. Cheese. When I was a kid, I wanted to go to the pool, and my mom said, what do you need a pool for? We have the dumpsters flooded again.
Shit, what was I gonna say? George Lopez, on the topic of that.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
No, wait, don't derail me.
Everybody Loves Raymond has a similar but different joke structure.
Right.
Where Raymond is standing in his kitchen and then his brother comes in and says, Raymond, I think you're a fucking idiot. And then his dad's like, he's right, you're a fucking idiot. And then his wife's like, I don't think you're an idiot, Ray. And then Ray's like, I'm Ray Romano. That's every episode of I Love Everybody hates Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond.
It sure is, buddy. It sure is. George Lopez.
Ray, why did you buy a boat? You don't even live near the ocean. And then Ray goes, I'm Ray Romano. And then his dad's like, I fucking hate you. You're a fucking failure. And your brother's way cooler. Then his brother goes, yeah, I'm way cooler. And then he goes, oh, I'm Ray Romano.
And then I
played the elephant in Ice Age. I'm Ray Romano.
I remember I heard Lowrider from fucking George Lopez. But my dad, I brought it up to my dad. I'm like, I really like this song. He's like, oh, from Cheech and Chong? I'm like, what?
It is from Cheech and Chong. That's true.
Was it... Did War make that before Cheech and Chong, or was that for Cheech and Chong?
No, it was made before.
And I'm like, wow.
But
it truly is a timeless song if George Lopez and Cheech and Chong found it favorable. Did you watch Seinfeld as a kid? Did you like Seinfeld?
I hated Seinfeld as a kid, and now
what do you
I
mean?
get it.
Okay, I see where you're going with that. You get it now that you're older.
But Curb Your Enthusiasm is just better Seinfeld.
To be fair, from what you've showed me, I do enjoy Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I mean, it's made by all the same people, and... I mean, the thing about Curb is... Let's be real.
Uh-huh.
George is the best character.
Uh-huh. Hold that thought. I'm hiding really well right now.
George is the best character.
He has the best side plots, too.
Yeah.
Like, when he goes to the masseuse, and he's like, it moved. He's like, what do you mean it moved? He's like, it moved a little.
George is Larry David's self-insert. Fucking...
It is, and they make fun of it in Curb.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is just... is just the George Costanza show, and they replace Kramer with the much funnier Leon, who's just Black Kramer.
Curb seems funny. It's kind of weird. It started, what, in the 90s?
Yeah, like 1999, I think the original pilot came out. Which is like very early 2000s.
Insane, because didn't Seinfeld also finish in the 90s, just about?
Yeah, Curb came out Curb started like a year after
Seinfeld ended. The thing is, Seinfeld is a fucking hilarious sitcom.
Curb is just R-rated Seinfeld, but they cut out Jerry and they cut out Diane.
Yeah, so it's just George.
George is the main character, and Kramer is black. I think the funniest episode of Curb is the one where...
oh no, we're back in Chinatown. I understand what it's trying to get me to do.